big occasion for the Spotswood boys, probably a chance for them to get back on pegging into this club competition. Fine kick down to the corner there, taken by Riddick. Looking for a quick throw. Matthew cops the throw until Kaponga Eltham. Matthew Kaponga Eltham development Taranaki boy. Over the top is taken in by Aidan Woods, driven forward. Back to the Eltham Kaponga first side, and a fine kick. Bringing play up just inside the, or still actually in the Kaponga Eltham half. Anthony Madden to throw the ball to line out for Spotswood United. The calls are going in from half back. It's stolen away by Kaponga Eltham at the midfield. Dicey Robbins with the ball now. Good drive by Kaponga Eltham, taking it up to over the halfway, making a run it again, right through the line. Oh, bad pass back, well picked up by Cox. It's headed on the ground. He was there demanding all sorts of things. Good pass, and Nicky Ash McRae takes it in, drives it forward. He has his hands on it. Robbins again is held up in midfield. Penalty towards Spotswood United. Kaponga Eltham hanging on too long. It's quite good to see Club Rugby back on number 1 park. I'm sure the boys will enjoy the occasion. Here's fine kept attached by the first 5-8 Spotswood. Spotswood have gone well on starting a few minutes of this game, really ripping into it and getting a share of the territory, and perhaps they can post themselves a few points early on. Madden to throw the line out again. Well, it's been taken away by Kaponga Eltham again, but no, there's a knock on that line out, so we'll go to the scrum. Spotswood ball. Quite impressive. Spotswood United scrum actually, but they're driven back, tackled by Fever. Kaponga Eltham hit it through the line, another big lobbing pass out to the winger on the far side, and they pass it again. Fine break down the sideline by Bryce Robbins. Inside. It looks like Aidan Ward is running all the way to no, he's just pulled down short. Picked up and driven on by Kaponga Eltham. Spotswood have managed to scramble away into touch with a very fine kick. Aidan Woods, fine break there by Aidan Woods for the Eltham Kaponga side. A lot of skills, Aidan. Hello, it's quick throw. Spotswood are trying something. We'll go back the line out right on halfway. Maiden will throw the line out once again. Quite interesting for you viewers that in the B game, Eltham Kaponga beat the Spotswood side by 68 points to 0. Sleep passes it on. Forwards coming over for Spotswood. They won it again. Back it goes. Sleep through the hands. Charge down here by the Kaponga Eltham second 5-8. It's taken in by Spotswood. They have it out. Long pass right across and face the fence. Well, they've made a fine break here, Spotswood. Kelvin Harvey knocks the ball on there. Could have been a fine opportunity for Spotswood, but that's just the way it goes at times in rugby. It's going to be a scrum. The Kaponga often feed Fever to put the ball on. Taranaki's back up halfback. Be looking for big things this season, I think, from Craig Fever. The scrum's not very settled at the moment, moving around a bit. We'll go back and reset it. So we'll try it again. Here it goes. Good feed from Fever. Straight in. Halfback's right around on him. It's a double move. He's broken through. He's still going. They're still going. Aidan Wards. Barry Schrader takes it on, driving towards the line. Fever's here, picks up. Through it goes. Muller takes it up, drives it forward. No, he's holding on too long. It's a relieving penalty to Spotswood United. They'll be quite pleased about that. Right in front of the stakes. And Sleep will kick it to touch. Yeah, it's a fine kick. He takes play just about back up to halfway. It's been quite a big ask of Spotswood this year with quite a few injuries early on and a very young side, but they seem to be putting something pretty special together here today. And Madden once again to feed the line out. Tap down. Out to Sleep. In the midfield. Double ramp and second 5. Harvey tries to carve through. Taking the ground. Ball's buried in there. It seems to be coming back Spotswood's way. It's there for the halfback. Hooker takes it on, drives it forwards. Still coming back Spotswood way, but they're going back with it. Now it's lost forward there. Advantage being played by the ref. Bad pass from Muller out into the winger, but they're going to go over the line out. Leading to the throw to the line out once again for Spotswood. Darren Brown sews the ball up well for Spotswood, puts it to the ground, pass through to Sleep. With the advantage being played to Spotswood, so something that they run it now. One Graham makes a break. Good ball, passed up, and Spotswood still going for Spotswood. Good run, they've made 40 metres there. Picked up by Kisby. Sleep. Harvey tried through. Out to the number 11, Barry Ray, the winger, showing a good turn of pace. And out of all that, Spotswood get a penalty. Very handy. Could be the first point of the game. There was fine phase play by Spotswood. 3 phases in a row. Kept going one way. And opting for a kick at goal. Just can't quite pick up the number of the playing having a shot at goal. But the one is virtually coming directly across the park from the grandstand towards the broadcasting side of the field. It's number 10, Sleep, having the kick. No, it's away. Way to the right. It's been a fine start by Spotswood United. A team that's been struggling this year, and they certainly showed in the last few minutes that they're capable of playing some very good rugby. It's a quick kick out by Looney, but Harvey brings it back up the middle of the track, goes into the Kaponga off and forwards. He set it nicely, it's there. Dombrowski, number 6, puts a kick down the field, but no, they brought back for the penalty. Spotswood United's way. And Kaponga often, well, just the rushiness at the moment. There's not only the control that they've had in the blade, it just isn't there, and best need to slow things down a little bit and get some control, and they can dictate what they want to do. I think it's been a great turnaround by Spotswood so far from after what happened to them last week, and certainly showing a lot of character. It's a fine kick just deep inside the Eltham Kaponga 22. With Madden once again to throw the line out for Spotswood United. Up they go, fine two-handed take. They've set it, drive it in. Well done. Morgan's directing the forwards well. They're still rolling it around. They have it under control. They've split the Eltham Kaponga forwards in half here. Good ball. And the halfback going to the line, and he's in for a fine try. Yeah, Morgan scores the opening points of the game here at Rugby Park, number 1 for Spotswood United, and they'll be very delighted with that. It's a fine start by the Spotswood United side. And this can only lift their hopes of going on further in this game. Certainly should encourage them to try it a little bit harder, and who knows, there could be a great upset on here today. And Sleep lines up the shot to convert the try. It's good to see a few numbers spattered around the ground here. As I see once before, it's great to see the club rugby being played once again back on the number 1 park in Taranaki. Yeah, it's a fine kick play, straight down the middle. That gives Spotswood United a 7-point lead. And we've been going just over about 16 minutes into the game. So this will certainly be a wake-up call for the Eltham Kaponga guys, and just see if they can bounce back. Darren Riddick will drop out from the halfway for the Eltham Kaponga side. Fine kick, well contested by Wards, he gets it back, but it's been taken off by Spotswood. Here they go again. They're playing very well. Set the ball on the ground, drive over it, back. It's good rugby. Out to Sleep. Second 5'8", Miller takes it up the middle, but he's turned the ball over. Fever has it. Oh, it's just about intercept by Ryan Graham, but those players were offside, and we'll go back to a penalty right in front. Probably about 35 metres out. That's Eltham Kaponga's chance to get their first points on the board today. Yes, the shot going to be taking that goal. And Riddick will step up to see if his very reliable boot is on form today. I think he's running about second in the Taranaki points ladder, getting close to 100 points this year already. A player who consistently scored 100 points in a club season, done it for Stratford in his earlier playing days, and done very fine for Eltham Kaponga in the last 4 seasons he's been with them. Spotswood certainly have dominated the opening stage of this game, and as I said once before, it all augurs well for them in this particular match anyway, and they'd probably dearly love to finish this round off with a chalked up victory. Just waiting for him now as he steadies. Very good kick, down the middle. So the score now 7 to Spotswood United and 3 to Eltham Kaponga. And the 13 re-kicks out for Spotswood. They take the ball nicely into the mid, right over the Eltham Kaponga 22. But no, it's a penalty given away. That'll be a relieving one for the Eltham Kaponga side. And Riddick comes up to take the kick towards touch. Kicking for the grandstand side of the field. Yeah, but off the side of the boot. They probably picked up 15 metres for the Eltham Kaponga side, which will be their feed the line out. And Matthew Cox steps up to throw the ball in for the Eltham Kaponga side. Talented development player of the last 2 or 3 years. Good throw on the Kaponga Eltham ball. Ash McRae takes it down and the forwards driving over it. Fever barking out all the instructions as usual. It's on the ground, and here we go again. Looney. He tries to carve through, but he's picked up very well and taken to the ground by Sleep. Let's come back, and Edwards takes it up. Fever, Bryce Robin, Talia bounces a couple off and takes the ball in. Good support there. Fever again. Looney, the cut back. Robbins lost the ball forward. We'll have to go to a scrum. A little bit more like the Eltham Kaponga boys. It's just those 50-50 things they're doing at the moment. Just counting against them. But Spotswood United should certainly be very pleased with their start in this game and really dominating at the moment. Good feed to the scrum by halfback Morgan. Out to Sleep. Second by 8 takes the ball in. And just going to another phase again. Picked up one number 6. He drives it up. They're doing this very well. Change direction, comes to the other side of the paddock now. Through to Harvey. He tries to take him on by himself and gets the ball back. Yes, good continuing forward play by Ron Graham. Has it in the clear, and he's a player with a fair bit of wheels, and if you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. Been around a long time, Ron Graham, and scored very, very fine number of tries over the last few years. Through the Spotswood back line. Now it's held up midfield. Slimmers is held up, take it to ground. They have it back again now. Out to Sleep. On number 9 Morgan, he's carving through again. Takes it to the ground. Gets all Sleep again. Out to Ryan Graham. But he was flat-footed and had really nowhere to go on that occasion. Brad Kisby takes the ball up, sets it on the ground. Yes, Spotswood are going well here again, still going forward. Picked up and taken forward again. That's what tests the Eltham Kaponga boys' defence. The ball's there. Up to Sleep, second 5-8. Carve through again. Some fairly handy footwork going on there by number 4 for Spotswood. But they've dominated this opening stage of this game, and they'll have a shot at goal to put them in front again. I should say further in front, they're already in front. And it certainly is a wake-up call for the Eltham Kaponga boys. And probably a good thing for the Spotswood side, having struggled through the first round the way they have, and to show great character and come back to this occasion and do what they're doing. It all reads well for them for the second half of this competition. This is the last game of the first round. We'll We all know that the points are split in half at the start of the second round, which starts next week, so it's been a fine, once again, club competition for Taranaki Rugby. Probably one of the strongest club competitions in actually New Zealand is the Taranaki Division 1 club rugby competition. Very well organised. It's certainly come of age in a great way with the development sides playing as a curtain raiser to all these games. Oh, the ball forward's over. The wind is coming across. It's a reasonable sort of a breeze, but making it a little bit difficult for the ball to set up. So watching while Sleep attempts to put the penalty kick through the posts. No, it hits, it bounces off. Out from Kaponga, grab, take it in. It's there for Fever. Now just got to slow it down, and Rick's got it. Oh, he tried to take a... He must have known that the penalty was on, I would say, and he'll tell you that anyway. And we go back to a kick, penalty kick to Kaponga to clear a fairly hot situation for them. Now Riddick will kick towards the broadcast side of the field. Yeah, quite a fine kick by Riddick, and he puts him to touch safely for the Elfin Kaponga side. We're there, feed to the line out. With Matthew Cox to throw. Taken down by Edwards. It's a scrum, must have lost it forward there, off from Kaponga, and it's fed in by the Morgan halfback. Fever's around on top of him, but the ball's knocked down and there's more pressure on Spotswood United now. Elfin Kaponga flying to this ruck and maul. The ball comes back, but Spotswood offside there, and a penalty to Elfin Kaponga. Quick tap taken by Wards. Now we come back to the penalty. Wood to Elfin Kaponga. They've picked their act up a little bit in the last couple of minutes, and starting to get a little bit of go forward now, which will give them something to run off with their backs. A fine back line can get going, especially with Bryce Robbins in the midfield. Once again, Riddick kicks the touch. And discussion on the way to the line out by the Elfin Kaponga board. Getting all their calls right as they come in. Today for Elfin Kaponga, Neil Crowley is out, and the thing's being led by Barry Schrader. Cox to throw to the line out, goes down the back, taken by Aidan Ward's good ball to Fever. Kalen, oh, it's missed in there by Ash McRae. No. Well, the ref's indicating was fine. No, he's changed his mind now and got his arm in the right place, and it is actually a penalty right in front of the sticks to the Elfin Kaponga guys. He indicated that Spotswood were up offside. He was awarding the penalty to them. And this should be a gift 3 points for Riddick, and then make it a little bit closer for Elfin Kaponga. Still got probably the best part of 20 minutes to go to half time, so still a fair bit of time in this half. But as we've seen up to now, Spotswood have been the dominating team in this first half of the game. Particularly Riddick's ability, this should just be bread and butter, but you never know with the way the wind's swirling on the park today what will happen. Comes in, yeah, legs go up, 7-6. So we'll go back to halfway for Spotswood United for the kick-off. Number 13, Reed, boy. Spotswood United kicks over. It's a deep kick right into the Eltham Kaponga 22, taken up by Richard Muller. It goes straight through a couple of tackles. They're still going. Wards drives onto it. They're still driving forward with Haydenberg. This is more like it. Hello. That's a penalty to Spotswood United. And it'll be handy for them. Sleep will probably step up and have another shot at this one, I would say, and could put them a little bit further in the lead. Some very unfamiliar faces in the Spotswood United side and names, and certainly shows how young this side is, and how fresh they are to this sort of level of rugby. But Jose can hold their heads very high today here so far. And once again he pulls it out to the right, and Eltham Kaponga left the hook. These are kicks that the sides need to put over when they get down here. They're crucial points, especially for Spotswood United, with a hope today of having a big upset in Taranaki Club Rugby. Long kick out by Bryce Robbins. Taken in by Kelvin Harvey. He brings it back. They run it up. It's taken into a ruck situation now. Spotswood come in, well set ball. Morgan, Sleep. Reed puts a kick through and it bounces into touch on the Eltham Kaponga 22. Probably in that instance I think he would have been better to have held the ball and rather than kick it away and just give it over to the Eltham Kaponga side. And Pot steps up to do his job, which is to throw straight to the line out. We don't see a lot of that these days, but he's going to have a crack at it. It's a good straight down the back. The forwards drive and over it. Taken down by the man with the nickname of Twiggy. Looney. He's through the gap, Looney. Still going. Clears inside to Barry Schrader. Fine break by Schrader. Out we go to Aidan Ward. He's got some pace for a big number 8, and he's going to go and score a fine try for Kaponga Eltham. Right in the corner, but that was a well-worked try by Kaponga Eltham. Schrader had the patience to hold on till the man was with him, made a fine break. Outstanding club player of the last few years around Taranaki. You've seen Barry Schrader. Played quite a bit of rugby down on the coast, but it was with the Kaponga side earlier in his career. And that was a fine break, and Riddick will step up to try and add 2 further points. They'll slip out from Kaponga into an 11-7 lead. It'll be quite a tricky kickers for Rick with the wind and the whites coming across the park. But that's not really strong. It's just an annoying factor, and we'll see his fine skills. Just can't quite bend it in. Waved away. We'll go back to halfway for the kick-off to Spotswood United. Number 13, Philip Reed will drop out for Spotswood United. He's doing all the kick-offs today, and it's a bit of heads up in the air. It's taken in there by Barry Schrader. Eltham Kaponga side, Ford's driving over it. Beaver's got his hands on it. Looney, Muller takes up the middle of the paddock. He goes, sets it. It's a little bit scruffy in there, but it's taken forward again by Eltham Kaponga, back to Fever. It's a penalty to the Eltham Kaponga offside of that Ruckamore by Spotswood United. It's the sort of thing they can't afford to do when they get in that area. They really have to be constructive, and it's just making it hard for them when they lose that sort of possession. Once again, Rex steps up to kick the touch, taking this time to the grandstand side of the field. It's the fine kick by him. So it's stolen at the back by Spotswood United. Well handled by number 7, Baldwin for Spotswood United, and they take it, they drive it up forward. Number 2, back it comes again. It's still there for Spotswood. Yes, Eltham Kaponga offside, and it's another opportunity for Sleep to step up and put some more points on the board for Spotswood United. It's just been a little bit messy at the moment, this game. Probably everyone's just trying a wee bit hard, especially with Eltham Kaponga find themselves struggling a wee bit. But now Spotswood decided to kick into the corner for a line out, so this should be an interesting phase of the game. And with half time about 6 minutes away, it could be a good opportunity for Spotswood. Anthony Madden will throw the line out for Spotswood United. It's down and back and knocked forward by Spotswood, so we'll have a Eltham Kaponga scrum. Amazes me why in these situations that these teams throw the ball down to the back with a wind like that. You know, it's better probably to go to number 2, secure it, and he can do something with it. Now it's a feed to Kaponga and Eltham Kaponga, a chance for them to get out of their 22. Alright, it's a short arm penalty to Eltham Kaponga against the Spotswood United front row. So something's going on in the engine room. Hello, he's disputing it with the ref, and they're going to gain another 10 metres, and it's a lucky kick there by Looney. He managed to just get his hands on it. Now young Jeremy Allen gets a chance. Hello's not a break in midfield by Ward's having an outstanding game. But now it's gone into the touch. Starting to get a little bit niggly, a few words and a few fingers being pointed, and hope that keeps out of it because it's been a reasonably good game of rugby so far. We have Anthony Madden thrown in for Spotswood United. And let's see where they put it this time. Right down the back, but that's definitely not straight. And there will be a scrum to the Eltham Kaponga side. Just making it hard for themselves by doing that, Spotswood, and as I said before, they're probably better to go to the front of the line out and get some secure ball and keep themselves going forward. Anyway, Fever to feed the scrum for Eltham Kaponga. And he's off, number 8 picks it up. Muller, blindside move, young Jeremy Allen takes the ball forward. Taranaki under 19 player last season. Then it's been lost forward by Eltham Kaponga on that occasion, and will be put into the scrum for Spotswood United. Just short of halfway. 4 minutes to go to half time. Morgan to feed the scrum. It's wheeling around a little bit. They'll turn it right around, Kaponga up, and dominating scrum by them. Yes, and they'll be happy with that. But oh no, he's awarded the scrum back to Spotswood. A little bit of sorting out being done there, 1 or 2 players, but sure they'll calm down and go back to the scrum within reasonable time. And it's the 2 hookers that don't like each other. So Matthew Cox and Darren Brown, for the time being, aren't the best of mates, but I'm sure that will improve after the game. Spotswood feed to the scrum, and that's a little bit better settled scrum from both sides. You have to sleep. And second 5/8 Miller takes the ball in, it's come out again, well set. And Reed puts a kick down the touch. And it's a fine kick actually, deep into the open Kaponga 22. Quick throw in by Riddick. Back in towards, back to Riddick. He puts one down the line. Oh, and Harvey, I think that would just about be a knock on. No, he's got away with it, must have went straight down. And he sets the ball. And it's coming back, and Spotswood have got it. Out to sleep, and he just puts a little chip kick in right in behind. Barry Schrader is back there, and it's going to go dead. So it looks to me as if it'll be a scrum back. And it'll be a scrum to Elton Kaponga. Midway, halfway, and 10 metre line on Spotswood's side of halfway. And some main players sort of missing for the Spotswood side today, especially Nathan Dagger, very fine up-and-coming young back. They will miss him greatly. And of course they probably have 3 Super 12 players to come back into later in the season. Looney, Rhino, lost forward by Elton Kaponga, and it's a penalty awarded to Spotswood. And Kylie Sleep has the ball, and he's going to kick for the far corner. Elton Kaponga, Captain Barry Schrader, not very happy with the proceedings and decides to have a wee discussion about it with the referee. But no, that's change of mind by Kylie Sleep. He's going to have a kick at goal with half time up. He has nothing to lose here. Bringing a little bit closer to half time. The score at the moment is 11-7 to the Elton Kaponga side, and I think probably very lucky to be in front at half time. But this is a big kick. This is a couple metres his side of halfway, so let's wait and see how it goes. Yes, and it's down between the sticks, so that will make it half time at 11-10, and Spotswood can be very pleased with their effort in this first half of this game, and certainly gives them a little bit of hope to carry on and maybe cause an upset. But I'm sure that knowing Leo Crowley and Tony Arnold, the Elton Kaponga coaches as I do, that they will be certainly wanting these screws up a bit with these guys. I think Spotswood United have thought this game out quite well, how to play this against Elton Kaponga, and it's sort of stuck to a reasonable sort of a game plan, and the coach, Boyd Harris, certainly has done a little bit of work with them this week, and it was looking good for them so far.
Williams Home Furnishers, Taranaki's largest furniture showroom, located at Northgate Court, Devon Street East, New Plymouth. Williams Home Furnishers, a statement in style.
At Top Priority, we find the hairdressing industry challenging and rewarding, continually learning new and different techniques to create a variety of textured cuts and colouring effects. We take advantage of ongoing training provided by our suppliers, Joico and KMS, who have a wonderful range of home hair care. We are a versatile team, which is great, because as part of a small community, we aim to please 4 generations with different lifestyles. So call in, we would love to share our ideas with you.
Join the crowds this week at Icons for Taranaki Sports Night Golfing Special. We'll have interviews with Craig Owen, Regan McRae and Wayne Biggs. And don't forget the TAB challenge this week, when Howie will take on one lucky punter for a $100 TAB voucher. Live taping 6 o'clock Tuesday with screenings Wednesday, Friday and Sunday.
At Rugby Park, number 1. The scores in favour of the Elfin Kaponga by 11 to 10. Probably been a half that's been dominated totally by Spotswood United, and they can feel fairly unlucky not to have been in front at half time. I think with Kaponga Elfin, the 50-50 stuff's counting against them, that too many balls are just not going to the player outside them, or players are having a gut the opposition playing instead of the gaps, and they're certainly not going up front like they have done early on in this first round of this season's competition. But for Spotswood, they can be very pleased, and I'm sure they'll take heart out of what's happened and go on to have a real crack at upsetting this game here today. And it must be a good feeling for them to bounce back after last week like they have, and shows great character for the side.
Williams Home Finishes. Taranaki's largest furniture showroom, located at Northgate Court, Devon Street East, New Plymouth. Williams Home Finishes, a statement in style.
The Repair Shop, for all your TV, video, stereo, CD or camcorder repairs. They have an experienced team of technicians to provide solutions to your problems. Free pickup and delivery service. The next Cash Converters, top of the town.
It's Spotswood United to kick off here. The second half of this game between Spotswood United and Elfin Kaponga at Rugby Park. And Reed kicks it off. It's taken in there by Edwards down to the ground. Fever back to Looney in his 22, and it's a reasonable sort of kick down, a touch halfway between the Elfin Kaponga halfway line and 10 metre line up to Spotswood United. Quite a good spattering of people around the park here today, so it's a good sign for things to come in the second round of this Taranaki First Division competition. Once again, Anthony Maiden steps up to throw the line out. Taking in at number 2 and driven around the front. Spotswood boards and over top of it, well placed on the ground. Morgan to sleep. And comes Reed, he takes it into another fine set up. The ball's there for Spotswood, they're driving in over top of it. It's got a little bit slow. No, and it's obviously been lost forward, and it's given to the Elfin Kaponga side for a scrum. Probably rushed a little bit that time, Spotswood, just didn't place the ball on the ground properly and let the forwards coming over the top of it. And once again they lose a fine chance really. It's fair by Fever. Good scrum taken by Manala, flip to the Fever, little kick through in behind. Harvey's coming across to pick it up. Just outside his 22 and he has to run with it, passes it back. Taking the ground by the Spotswood number 8. Morgan passes that along the ground to sleep, but they get away with it. Out to Reed in a 2-on-1 situation, cut back into Ron Graham. He's having a go, and he's a wily old footballer, this fella, and he's away. Good pass, they take it in. Spotswood forwards and over top of it. Taken in there, they set it again. Spotswood blow the players the other way, and they go to the line side and sleep, flicks it back the other way. It's a big kick by the number 5. Jones, and but it's returned with interest by Aaron Riddick, and hello, we're getting into a little bit of kick back here, and it's out on the full. And that was a shame by Spotswood because they'd lost all their momentum. Probably didn't kick that ball away when they did. And now they find themselves just defending. So Kaponga off and throw the line out. Just outside the Spotswood United 22 on the grandstand side of the field at Rugby Park. Thrown in by Cox, deep down in the back. And that's not straight. You could probably say the wind had a bit to do with it, but I don't know. Probably going to the back, as I said earlier on, that wind is not a very good thing to be doing. Anyway, it's a feed to the scrum by Morgan for Spotswood United. Having a little bit of trouble in that front row there. It's coming up when it probably shouldn't. Now they're settled. Morgan feeds it. It's picked up by Slimmers, driven in. They've still got it again, well set. Morgan at the second 5-8, he tries to take it in, but he's well wrapped up by the Elfin Kaponga players there. They drive in over the top of it. and it's turned over and it's scrum to Eltham Kaponga. This is just outside the Spotswood 22, so it's a chance here for Eltham Kaponga to probably put something together and see what they can do. But the scrum collapses. Eltham Kaponga starting this game started without James Cookson, but I see he's come on at half time now, and all his experience should make them into the dominating scrum now. But no, it pops up again, and I'm sure the ref will be changing things around here soon. It's a better hitting by Eltham Kaponga, and it's a bit messy at the back, but Fever has it, out to Looney. Doubles with Fever, Fever's in the gap. Talia, out to Robbins. Robbins, look, plenty of pace, and he goes through the gap, and he's still driving towards the line. And does he get it down? He's over the line. But no, it's held up, and it'll be a scrum out. A good break by Robbins. Nothing coming back, a young back forward of Taranaki, the son of the famous Bryce Robbins, we could all write a book about. But this boy is a very fine young prospect, and looks very good. Fever to feed the scrum. It's been hooked, but it's just a little bit messy at the back of there, and it looks as if it might have been actually punched by Spotswood United there, and the rest is play on it, it has, and halfback Morgan just puts one up in the air, but it sort of goes nowhere, but does end up into touch short of the line, but referee has awarded a penalty to the Eltham Kaponga side, and everyone's saying what should be done, so they'll settle it down and get a bit of control, and signalling for a shot at goal here. It's Fever. And Roddick takes his headgear off and walks up towards the mark, and his favoured side of the paddock, so there's a chance that he'll land this one, and they definitely need all the points they can get at the moment. But I think it's fair to say that Eltham Kaponga have certainly been rattled by Spotswood United, and they've just gone away from their pattern a little bit. And for Kaponga Eltham, we have a change with number 18 coming on for them. Patrick Luma, who's been out just of late with a bit of a crack in his jaw, but he's recovered now, and he's a fine prospect as well. And we'll probably see a lot of running from him now. Rick steps back. Just as he goes to have a kick, the wind comes in. Yes, money man's on it again for Kaponga Eltham, and it just puts them further ahead. It goes 14-10 lead to Eltham Kaponga. Probably a little bit better start by the Eltham Kaponga side, just a little bit more control in there now. And perhaps they're starting to feel a bit relieved about it, and Spotswood United will definitely won't be happy with that. The ball actually went backwards, probably about 10 metres from the kick-off, and consequently it's a feed to the scrum for Eltham Kaponga on halfway. And those are the sort of little things that are letting them down at the moment, and it will give them any chance of causing an upset here today. Although we probably shouldn't make that sort of statements this early, because anything can happen. It's a lot better platform there from Eltham Kaponga, the scrum. Taylor comes through, chips the ball through, chased by Looney. Harvey's got the bounce, and he's going to ring it back. And he's still going. Or he cuts back now on the angle. Spotswood United take it in. Number 8, picked up by Morgan. Sleep, out to Reed. Harvey's got it. It's another fine break out on the open side there by him. Taking the ground, Morgan again. Number 13, Reed takes the ball in. He's tackled, brought to the ground, but Spotswood forwards are there. No, they've held on too long, and it's going to be a turnover and the penalty to 2 off from Kaponga. So it's just little stuff, just the basics of the rugby that's not being done properly by Spotswood United, which is costing them any chance probably of showing what they do have out wide. And with Ron Graham around, you know, he's been a prolific try scorer over the, and it's only probably 10 years that have gone by that he's been around Ron, and certainly worth a chance out wide if they can get the ball to him. But really will line this one up, and he's midway, he's halfway, and Spotswood's 10-metre line. So that's a kick probably of, even if we're getting around 40 odd metres on a straight line, yes. And he comes. And it's a fine looking kick actually. It's down between them, the flags go up, and it puts them out to 17-10. So let's see now if we can just kick it a little bit better and actually get it to go forward. It's a lot better. It shows that you can do it, and it's not back fever that has it, and he dummies and takes him and sets his forwards away. They drive in over it. It's on the ground, a good pass from Fever. Looney kicks down into this corner down here in front of Harvey, and he should be able to get his hands on it, and he lets it go into the touch just outside the 22. And of course, when doing that, he will make sure that Spotswood, you know, to get the throw to the line out, which gives them the ball back if the throw is right and it's taken properly. So Anthony Madden steps up to his basic part of the team plan, throw the ball to the line out. It's good throw, well taken, number 2, and Spotswood boards go into it, set there. Morgan's got it, hands on it now, pass it back, and Reed. It's a bit of a wobbly kick, but it gets it in the touch and leaves a little bit of pressure for Spotswood United. It'll be interesting to see where this throw goes for the up and Kaponga side. Cox once again, the throw to the line out. It's well taken by Aidan Woods, driven up by Kalen. Big prop takes it in, sets it on the ground. Fever, good pass to Looney. Out to Bryce Robbins, a good ball out to Patrick Lehman. He's going to have his first touch for a long time when they senior first club rugby. Running well, running strong. He goes to the 22 and it's on the ground. And it's back again for Fever. Out to Looney, he cuts back inside. Set on the ground again, the up and cover over top of it. Talia, he's going to have a go. Big, strong, powerful second 5'8". Takes it in, sets it on the ground. Slow to come back, but they will get the scrum. It's helping Kaponga's ball in a very, very handy attacking position. Very handy for helping Kaponga's side to have a big, strong second 5'8", like Talia. And a very handy play to have on the club side. The up and Kaponga just starting to show a bit more of the experience now. There seems to be a little bit of time wasting with the scrum there, and I'm sure the ref will make sure they get things sorted out. There's the engage, quick feed. Fever has it, pops it up to Lima coming in from the blindside wing, drives it into the midfield, sets it well. They're over top, it's there again for Fever. Looney, good ball to Robbins, he carved through and he should just waltz in for a try here. Well worked move by Austin Kaponga. Good try to Bryce Robbins. And they're starting to get their act together now, the Austin Kaponga side, and it's starting to look like the team that they actually are. But I hope the Spotswood always say that they don't drop their heads, because they've played really well in this game so far, and you know, if they just have a little bit more patience and you come back and turn a quick one in to 7 points, well, they'll be right back in the game. But Pricey Robbins on that occasion certainly showing his class and his pace and his awareness where he is on the paddock, and put himself a very, very well earned try. And Aaron Riddick will kick 4 goal, and his trusty boot, for him it should be a mere formality. No, he's allowed a bit much on this one. It's gone out to the left, and he won't be happy with that. It's back to halfway now for a kick-off 2 Spotswood United, and it's certainly able to turn a little bit early in the second half here in favour of the Eltham Kaponga side, and they're starting to put a bit of nice rugby together here now. And it's another wobbly old kick-off from the start again, and it's just putting pressure back on themselves, Spotswood United. So it's a scrum back at halfway, with the Eltham Kaponga halfback fever to feed the scrum. And they're just putting unnecessary pressure on themselves, Spotswood, in doing that. But their scrums held up really well, and their set play at lineouts has been good, so it's just the little fundamentals let them down. Nice break by Looney. First 5 8, he flicks the ball up a little bit harder and it's knocked forward. And they'll get scrum to Spotswood on their 10 metre line. And Jeremy Allen on the left wing for Eltham Kaponga today, a player with a heap of potential. Full-back winger, played all the lower grade reps side rugby for Taranaki, and certainly is a player with a future in the game if we can keep it all together. There's a good push in there. Cookson just dominating that scrum now, and yep, Eltham Kaponga get a penalty out of that. But it's probably a bit of a tough call, because really that what I would say, it wasn't a deliberate twist in by the Spotswood side. I think it's just that the domination came from Cookson, and he did what he liked and got away with it. And Mooney will kick it by the look of it down into the corner for the Eltham Kaponga line out. Yeah, it's a little nudging over the 22 there, and it'll be a line out through the Eltham Kaponga side. They've been having a good little chin wag there, so they've got all their everything sorted. So we should see a fantastic take here on the line out if everything goes right. I'm moving around a fair bit, and the ball goes in. Gareth Edwards takes it in. But no, it wasn't straight. Doesn't pay to say these things too early, does it? And it's a scrum to Spotswood United on the 22. Defensive scrum for them. But the Kaponga scrum, but no, they wheel it again, but no, it's taken by Spotswood. A good run by Ron Graham again. And he's the guy they should be getting the ball to. Taken in there by Spotswood on the ground. Morgan back to sleep, and he's going to put a nice left-footed kick. There, a guy that can kick with both feet here. Another fine left-footed kick. Seems to be a very handy sort of a first 5 8. And we'll line out just inside the Kaponga Eltham half on, it'll be a throw by Cox to the line out. And it comes down the back. No, it's missed by Kaponga, stolen by Spotswood United. The line-outs have been a real shambles here in the second half. It's taken them by Spotswood. They drive in over it, set it on the ground. Morgan screaming for it. It's picked up by the number 8 and taken in again. Morgan out to the big hooker, Darren Brown, and he takes it in. Number 9, Morgan, puts a clever little kick down the touchline there, and gets the Spotswood forwards going forward. And this is one of the first times they've probably been inside the Eltham Kaponga half by that amount of yardage, or metres I should say. Throwing the line out from Kaponga have taken in, but now they've lost it forward. And this is going to be a handy scrum for Spotswood United. And their scrums worked very well today. There's no real name players in there at all, and they've held up very, very well. Not a very big pack, but certainly doing the basics at scrum time very well. And it's a short arm penalty against Southern Kaponga. Tap quickly taken. No, this wasn't back 10, so they go back, and now it's a good advantage here to Spotswood United. And it'll be interesting to see what they do. Tap it, taken in by the big number 8, he drives it on up. Out Morgan, Sleep. Good ball out to Harvey, and they've got a bit of room out here, and a little number 11. Ray, he's taking it in, and it's a scrum now to the Spotswood United side. Very handy position here for them. Right on the Eltham Kaponga 22. And they all seem pretty pleased with what's going on here at the moment. The Spotswood United side. So Morgan puts the ball into the Spotswood scrum. It's wheeled a little bit, it's popped out. It's well picked up there by Barry Schrader, and he sets it for the Eltham Kaponga forwards to drive in over it. Aidan Ward's passes one back, but Looney's knocked it down, gone straight down, and no, it's been ruled as a knock on. So a little bit of pressure coming into the onto the Eltham Kaponga side here, and they're not reacting to it very well. They need to slow things down a little bit and not be so rushed. So here's an opportunity here for Spotswood. And they trail 22-10, so a try here, or a converted try, would certainly put them right back in the game, but the scrum is wheeled, they've picked it up, and play on, says the referee. They drive it in, and it's picked up by the number 6, and he set it back. Cross over there, and now the scrum has been turned over, and it's a defensive scrum to the Eltham Kaponga side. So I need to set a bit of platform here and get that ball way out of there. But the big prop, Kalen goes down, he's got a sore leg. Bit of magic water needed. The Spotswood, dominated a little bit in the last couple of months to get themselves back up into the Eltham Kaponga 22, and starting to play like they did in the first half again now, and putting pressure on, and just shows what happens when you put good sides under pressure, and they just can't quite handle it because they're not used to it, and things go wrong. There's definitely an opportunity here for Spotswood to pick up a few points and get them right back in the game. The Eltham Kaponga side coached by Leo Crowley and Tony Arnold, who got into a final with the Eltham Kaponga development side last year in the senior development competition. Two very fine upcoming coaches. And for Spotswood, it's an opportunity for them now to go to the scrum and have a crack at some points on the board for them. It looks as if he's changed it over now, and it is a defensive one for Eltham Kaponga yet. Fever to feed the scrum, talking to Looney. So I think in the situations where the halfbacks will be clearing the ball themselves. Those pass backs with a bit of breeze blowing and puts the first ball under pressure, and opportunity for the Spotswood to be on the ball. That's picked up by Richard Marler. Big number 8 breaks away, and he's got clear field in front of him. Fever, he's got wheels. Fever, he bursts away. Out to Talia. Passes it out to Allen, out to Patrick Loomer. They've got them. And it's picked up by Bryce Robbins, and he loses it forward. But it was a good run by the Eltham Kaponga back. Right out of their own 22. It's a knock on, and it's an advantage now to Spotswood. And they'll just pass it back to Sleep, and he will put it into touch. Well, there's definitely a try went begging there. But it was a good chase back on D by the Spotswood side. They got back into the corner and completely tied it all up. And perhaps Alan passed the ball too soon. He should have committed a couple more guys to him before he put Luma away with the ball. But we can always be experts after the occasion. It's a scrum anyway to Spotswood United. From the knock on. We have a bit of hold up and play here now. Ron Graham, a little bit of an injury to a leg over there, so it's just to get those wily old bones of his back, give him a bit of a rub, and I'm sure Ron will be ready to go. There was a fine break out there by the big girl from Kaponga, number 8, Richard Muller. And he powered up, and he probably should have kept going a bit further himself, but no better man to give it to if you want pace running onto the ball than Craig Fever. And it was a try that definitely went big in Falcon Kaponga. Anyway, it's down to the scrum now, Spotswood United. Morgan with the ball. No, it's not. The ref's not happy with that scrum. Pulls it up. They'll reset it. Morgan's had quite a tidy game here today at halfback for Spotswood. Been under a bit of pressure from Fever, but seems to have handled it all right. And they break away on the blind side, and it's taken them a touch. It's a line out to the Alpha and Kaponga side. But Sleep has certainly looked very accomplished at first 5/8 here today, and it's done a lot of good work for Spotswood. Cox to throw in, up he goes, down it comes. Taken in by Barry Schrader, they drive it into the middle. It's a good set-up ball here, Fever, Looney, Talia, double round. No, it didn't quite come off, but they placed it back. It's picked up this time by Brycey Robinson. He goes backwards before he goes forwards, but he's got on there now and set the ball well for Kaponga Ralpham. It's slow though. You know, they wanted to be getting it away and doing something with it. Spotswood have regrouped now on D, and they're taking that one up with Aidan Ward's drives it in. The Alpha and Kaponga forwards to get in there. It's back to Fever again on the ground, taken in by Brycey Robinson. He's just about got through, but now there's a advantage arm from the referee to the Alpha and Kaponga side. They're still going. So I think it'll be a head-high tackle there on Robbins. He's got up a little bit gingerly, but he should be right. What's the call here from the Up and Kaponga side? (22-10) to Up and Kaponga. They've elected to go for a scrum. So they're just here to get some basics worked out for the second round by the look of it. Now we have an injury in the corner over there. I think it's Spotswood hooker. Yes, the Spotswood hooker, Darren Brown. It's been a little bit muddled the second half. With 50-50 things from both sides, just letting them down. But certainly when the Up and Kaponga side get going, they certainly show that they can play some pretty attractive rugby. And they'll need to have that if they're to match it with the big boys, the old boys and the two coppers, if they want to be amongst that top four again at the end of this season. Here we go again. Fever to feed the scrum. Good solid scrum. Picked up at the back by Muller. Long pass to Fever. Just about went forward. Alpha and Kaponga rip into it. Yeah, the ball's back here now. Schrader passes it out to Looney. He takes it into the middle of the paddock. Kaponga Alpha forwards in over top. Fever. He dummies again, takes it through, drives forward. He's a tough little fellow, this. Still got it going, but hello. He must have went to the ground and got up, and it's a penalty against Alpha and Kaponga, and defensive one for the Spotswood United side. And Sleep will clear the ball to touch. They're all getting excited here about a little tap, kick and run. Ron Graham's all keyed up, their legs fixed, and he's ready to go. And the Sleep will pick for touch. Nice left-footed kick. Good clearance for Spotswood, taking the pressure off. So Alpha and Kaponga need to regroup here. It will be a Spotswood, throw to the line out. Madden steps up again to throw the ball in. Numbers coming and going at the line out, but it's settled down there and in it goes. Well taken by the number 5. William Joins, I think you pronounce it. Number 7 comes into it. Goodwin, good drive, it's set on the ground. Spotswood driving over the top of it, but they've held on to it too long. Wouldn't give Eltham Kaponga a chance of freeing it. So their detriment, the penalty against them. Another injury. This time Barry Schrader comes out limping.
Latham takes him on, beats one. Latham still going. Out goes to Stiles. Stiles hops it over the top, but he went forward and Alatini's there to clean up.
Okay, thank you. Six. Great play from a big man to be supporting, but Marto, that was a time to hang on to the ball.
Yeah, well, Latham had done so well. Stiles should have taken it on, and then they recycled. Go again, can I just go back? Oh, have a look at Latham. How did he beat Tony Brown, who's one of the better defenders in Super 12? Well, front on he is. That's where Stiles should have hit. Had the momentum and gone down rather than trying to slip the miracle ball. Go back to that scrum, the original scrum. Here's Latham first of all. He's used his fend, superior reach and speed. Kulevu got him and then slipped off. Latham could have kept on swivelling and gone then, but Stiles got there. If he didn't try to slip that ball to Williams, he could have recycled and been in with a big chance.
Yeah, they're right in behind them. Great play. They're searching for those tries. They know how important the bonus point is, not just the win. They can secure 5 points. They'll be clear 4th.
Sign of a good player as well, Chris Latham. That unfamiliar lapse of concentration early on when he coughed up the football, but he put that behind him and scored the try, and he's been really injecting himself, and now Williams has to take it under a bit of pressure. Gives it back to Chris Latham. He just drills it into his captain.
Accidental offside, I'll say it was. No one, even Ilsey can't have reflexes to get out of the way of that one. Wasn't that well played between Williams and Latham? There's the possession, pretty even really at this stage. In the first 10 minutes, can't read too much into it. It was just that scrum before. I was trying to mention Tune Pack down at one of the flanks. His reaction time was very slow.
Yeah, it came off slowly. I didn't know where he came from, Marto. I'm glad you filled me in. I thought, was he coming from the blindside wing? But really, their back row hasn't been so good, at least their moves.
Brown can't get away from Flatley.
Leave it right!
My Murray picks it up.
All the way right!
Gallagher. Randall. So that's the halfway mark now for the Highlanders. Brown. Ronnie Clark. Romy Rowe Party. It's a good tackle over there. It was Ben Tune.
Leave it right!
Tony Brown looking for it. Moving into scrum half. Jeff Wilson. Nice pickup. He gave it to 19, who is on there. It's Josh Blackie. But a turnover there, and Flatley gets the kick away, sending to 11. Back deep inside his own 22. And he just puts it into the touch.
Well, but that was caused by pressure. First of all, the kick was a beauty, but Tuilevu, when he turned around, had no time in which to put the ball downfield or create bigger angle. Good chase, Williams. There's Rail Looney. Good chase, Williams and Latham. There you go.
It just shows you how crucial those errors are. Highlanders had the ball in Queensland's half. They turned it over. All of a sudden, a wonderful scoring opportunity. John Eales, his pack, working out where to go to. You don't get too many attacking lineouts like this. They'll definitely be looking for a 5-pointer.
Somebody's down. It could well be Matt Coburn. You just can only see his legs. It's back where the Otago, the Highlanders from Otago. That Stiles, there's another player down. That looks like Matt Coburn from that angle, I was going to say.
You don't know him intimately, do you?
No, just the strapping on the legs. He's all right, but the Highlanders had worked their way downfield by 50 metres over 5 or 6 phases and then coughed up the mistake. They seem to have pinpointed the Queensland Reds in that personal second channel, trying to hit it up pretty close at this stage.
And their captain, Tane Randell, full of running at the moment.
Blackie is on for now Mucker, who's in the blood bin.
Let him come down
Bowley,
first.
such an important throw in to the line out.
Let him come down first.
Looking for Eels, finding Eels in Darrow Loon. He finds Flatley. Steve Keffer